Hello YouTube, Reddit Math here, and welcome back to Jagged Alliance 2. This episode is either going to be really short or really long, and you're from the future, and so you probably already know which it is. But either way, something is about to happen. Either we're going to encounter someone here with Squad 3 as they move through these sectors, which is the original reason that I reloaded a previous save and played up until this point and started to record an episode. And then the next time that I did it, taking the exact same actions, instead we got counter-assaulted here in the Grum mine again. Now, before we get started, you may notice that we're on the militia view right now, so we're seeing our mobile militia, and this sort of southwestern region of the map has gone dark. That's largely been because some 60-man force has been roaming around through here, murdering lots of our 12-man forces over and over again. The counterattacks that should have come out to Grum and Alma, I think like all of the ones that would have gone to Alma kind of got sidetracked and have just been flooding around back towards Grum, which is now a sector I've defended like 6 times over the last few days. So this has gotten a little bit brutal. One of these 2 things is about to happen again. We're going to find out which as I go ahead and advance time here. Oh, and it looks like
an encounter is next to guaranteed. It's only a question of finding them.
Yeah, I think they're going to find us. Now, almost comical, but 15 enemies versus my 8 mercs and their 20 militia. That's not very realistic, actually. They've probably got like 45 guys. Lovely. Of which we can only see a couple now, as they immediately loaded in and murdered our militiamen. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, man. So I think this is probably going to be closer to like 50 enemies. And if so, it's going to become the longest battle of all time. Yeah. We're already seeing, as our militia occasionally glimpse them, we're already seeing some very dense red pips all along the bottom of our mini-map. Oh. Another amazing side effect of this, of course, is you're gonna have like some 5-minute long AI turns going on. So sit back, relax, get a cup of tea, I don't know, whatever you find relaxing as far as drinks go, as we're both gonna be watching a bit of a movie. When I'm not recording this kind of stuff, I usually kind of very lazily like to play Jagged Alliance 2, and this kind of stuff is totally fine. Like I might literally start a AI round, and I can like go make a sandwich, come back, you know, check in on all the things that have occurred. Wow, that is a really dense grouping of enemies down there. Okay. I've already got my own units sort of spread along in a line in kind of the center of the map. My idea there was to give them some clearer sight lines than they would have had tucked up near the buildings, which is where I had been the last time.
Yo!
Hopefully that does not come back to haunt me. Also, let's go ahead and swap to sunglasses from night vision goggles. We'll drop all backpacks.
Ready.
Now, I've got 3 snipers here, and they are very evenly distributed, with Lynx on one side, Gaston on the other, and Coyote right in the center. So I think I'm just going to move kind of from right to left. I'll have Lynx take a knee, or take a prone, realistically. Really, he spots nothing that way. Again, the clear sight lines, I was hoping he can see down through this, right? Doesn't spot anybody. Wow. Okay, yes. Well then, I'm actually going to leave him like that. I feel like if I moved him in the prone, he would likely... Really, Bubba doesn't see anybody either. Yeah, of course he doesn't have any kind of magnification optics. I really should consider getting Bubba a different gun.
Yes, sir!
Okay. We may end up kind of blind firing with Bubba anyway, just to provide a little bit of covering fire. maybe sap some AP out of the giant enemy force that is approaching. Wow, Vince, you shot like 3 feet in front of you. Oh my god. Yeah, this was excusable when you were just like some doctor we picked up, but you have been with us for a while now, man. You gotta start like picking up some tricks of the trade, how to properly aim a gun, something.
Yo!
Okay. Static. You see anybody? Have you sight in? You see 4 somebodies. But have no chance to hit. What is your marksmanship is 88? I mean, that's not exactly like Olympic biathlon or anything, but you would think
Standing by.
you would not
All
shoot in
right.
front of you also.
We're on.
Okay. Well, there's something. Let's fire these over in this general direction. We did manage to at least cause one of them to get down. Fox. Yeah, lots of people. Okay. Let's think about this. Really? We have 0 chance to hit any of these guys? Even fully aimed in, huh? Well, that is a bit unfortunate. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what then. I think I'm going to leave Fox for any interrupts that might happen. Similar to what I've got Lynx doing. I'll have Gaston go ahead, get into the prone, and prepared to shoot. Okay. Well, it looks like these are as far to this side as they come. Not too bad. We should be able to pretty easily eliminate some of these guys and just start sweeping along to the main force. I do think I'm gonna have Bubba just fully automatic fire off like an 8-round burst.
Damn.
A lot of that hit the tree line, which is unfortunate. And then we'll see what they're gonna do in response. Man, this is like a lot of enemies. I really kind of wish I was fighting this in a night battle. I think that the night combat, the night combat does a lot to sort of minimize the numerical advantage, since it forces. Are you kidding me with that? What was that gun? It fired off like a 20-round burst, doing over 100 points of damage to the not even like novice green militia guy, but jeez. Okay, anyway, as I was saying, we've made it about 20% through the enemy turn. As I was saying, the numerical advantage is minimized just because of the sight radius and forcing everybody to get much closer. And so I sort of feel like you can defend with a smaller force at night.
Serious snafu here.
Okay, Fox. Why not? Maybe we get some of his AP. Never mind. I was gonna say maybe we get some of his AP to go away, but no, not even close. Okay, Lynx does spot somebody. Nice. Good, good. Okay. This is a lot of elites. And they all have a lot of fully automatic weapons, apparently. The night fights can, of course, be a little bit unpredictable. Due to... You tend to get some kind of battle lines drawn and sort of hunker in to fight it. But then all it really takes is one enemy unit chucking a chem light right into the middle of you, and suddenly you start taking sniper fire from halfway across the map. Ugh. Jeez. I'm actually, as soon as the militia's turn is over and I get an opportunity to control again, I'm going to back out to the map and see if it'll give me an accurate estimate of how many enemies I'm going to be fighting here. Come on. You can do it.
Damn.
There we go. Alright, let's see what this has to show. Yeah, that is worse. 45. Ooh, okay. Oh, not loving those numbers, man. Not loving those numbers at all. We gotta start killing things like quick, fast, and in a hurry. I have no shot on his legs, torso, or head. Interesting. Well, so I can shoot this guy. For 5. Because that's the kind of damage I was hoping for. Yep. Alright, Vince, what do you got? These two? Any actual chance to hit them? Doesn't look like it. Come on, Vince. Really need you to start carrying your weight here. Nope. Gonna instead shoot directly in front of his face again.
Yo!
Alright. I think he has, like, very poor muzzle awareness. Like, the knowing where the tip of your gun actually is when you're sighting in. Wow. Static. Kudos to you, man. Also, I did give her lots of grenadier action. She's got a grenade launcher. Grenade launchers are kind of awful to use in the prone, I think, is the reason that's happening. No? Are you kidding me? She's got a 203, and like that's the range that she gets out of it? That feels really broken. Why is the range on this so awful? Effective range. Higher is better. 30. Okay. Well, that is not exactly what I'm wanting out of my grenade launchers, so never mind to that. Go back to our primary fire and just have her take a shot. Well, that's something.
Standing by.
Gaston. Yeah, so I think several enemies actually spawned in. There's an I setting that affects both game difficulty and performance. And I didn't modify it, so it is whatever the default is at the moment. But it controls how many enemies can be in a sector at a time. And so there aren't actually 45 guys on the map right now, because I don't think the default is that high. I want to say the default is 20, but maybe it's 30. And what basically happens is, as our militia are getting killed, these two guys like have just spawned in, and a similar thing is happening to the enemy force. As they're dying, more of them are actually spawning in along the bottom of the map, which is sort of an interesting way for the game to handle not having too many characters that it needs to keep track of, not turning, turns into 20-minute long endeavors, things like that.
Yes.
I'll bet you do actually see this guy, huh? Well, you know what? I don't know that you've ever hit anything, Bubba.
Standing by.
Let's go ahead and just take out one of the ones closest to us.
No more ammo.
Fortunate. Ooh. I forgot about this. Oh yeah, I don't have... That's the problem. I do have a combat mortar. It only has smoke. So it is not exactly the eureka moment that I thought it was.
Ready. Standing by.
That's why I did not remember getting it, because it's not really as amazing as you might think at first glance.
Blasted.
Wow. Yeah. If I could ever manage to get some actual, like, HE rounds... Jesus. Some actual HE rounds for the thing, now would certainly be a good time to use it.
That was close.
Unfortunately,
I don't plan on missing.
I do not have that option. I wonder if there's any kind of creative way I could use smoke. Like, I feel like if I was advancing, smoke would be beneficial, like, on my position. Which means that using it on the enemy position while they're kind of advancing towards us doesn't seem like a good idea.
Way too close for comfort.
Wow, almost went home to Mom.
It'd basically just lead to them being closer to us. But again, their numbers being so much higher than ours, I'm not sure that's a great idea. You're of course seeing our own militia spawning along the left side of the map as they drop like flies in the actual fights. Alright, Lynx is spotting more and more guys trying to come around the flank. The two militia that were actually sort of protecting our flank, they both ate a rocket to the face.
This would be the perfect time for some luck.
They might not actually be dead. It's possible the explosion has just knocked them down.
To my armpits here, bub.
Yeah, I feel you, man.
Bugger.
Oh, we are certainly spotting a lot of these guys. Okay.
Houses.
Yep. There's some other interesting things the game
More
does
undesirables.
for performance purposes. Like when characters are off screen, they actually move much faster than they move whenever you're seeing them. Which can sometimes lead to some weirdness when you see like a character running and you're losing sight of him due to obstructions. It can seem like they're sort of teleporting along their movement path, but they're super sped up. Which also means that when we see all of these enemies, the turns just take that much longer because it's actually going to show us what they're doing instead of moving them at superhuman speeds. All of that can be edited in the INI files. Originally,
Standing by.
it was not my intention to show many of these fights, and so I didn't really optimize for that. But it's something to keep in mind, as you can set it to
You called?
to basically either move your friendly militia super fast or move the enemy super fast. I usually like to turn up my own friendly units, the friendly
Standing
militia,
by.
but not the enemy at least all that much, because it can get kind of confusing as to what's happening when they're just like super rocketing around the screen down there.
Ready.
Can't shoot that guy. Both of these are strong. No chance with the headshot, or at least not good chances with the headshot. Let's just take the guaranteed torso hit and a poor chance at a torso hit. Man, I wish that was doing better damage. Okay. Gaston, you're going to be doing the same here, pal. Okay. What's he looking that way? He's actually not looking over here. Does see him, though. Let's do this. Good. Oh, not enough to take him down, though.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then we can have Vince and Static toss some dice at trying to actually hit one of these guys. And instead, we'll just shoot in front of our own faces again. Alright, what about you, Bubba? Not even a little bit. Okay. Every time I hit this check mark, I worry about the consequences of it. Yeah, they're not being shy with explosives, as we saw with the rocket shot taken a minute ago. Can lead to some very interesting stuff where basically our own militia are kind of spawning in behind their lines. Are you kidding me? Interesting. Okay. So that guy had a combat mortar, or a mortar. There are two different types in the game. They basically look the same. And he popped smoke on his own position, which, as I was saying just a minute ago, I felt like would be more of an advantage to them than it would be to us at the moment. Clearly, he agreed. I found it interesting. Like, I guess he just shot it right on his own position. That was where the guy was, right? He was one of the guys that is now obscured by the smoke.
Comes with the territory.
It's possible I'm wrong. Oh, man.
Bugger.
We've, of course, got to worry about a bevy of enemy snipers as well. So many opportunities for things to go wrong here. Also, I'm thinking about this. I'm looking at the time.
Bugger.
I've been recording about 19 minutes so far.
Boy.
And I don't even feel like this battle has gotten, like, underway.
Bugger.
So there's a really good chance that I'm going to start editing right now.
Fantastic.
And the reason that I'm going to be doing the editing is basically to just try to show off the things that might ever actually matter. And cut out some of the waiting around. Obviously, I think that's going to be pretty obvious, right? this otherwise could have turned into some 2-hour-long slog. I'm not sure that that's going to be the most interesting thing in the world. It'll also be pretty easy for me to edit. Well, Bubba finally shot someone. It'll be pretty easy for me to edit by just reviewing the sound wave and kind of only putting in the parts that I think are interesting because I'm talking at those times, and I can then just easily cut out any of the periods of silence.
Standing by.
With that in mind, I think we're going to go ahead and probably jump ahead like a bit into the combat. Maybe to the point where, like, if we ever start taking some injuries, I think that's going to become kind of pivotal. This guy's dying. This guy's wounded. Actually, is that even the guy we see? No, it's not. That makes sense. Okay. Well, that was kind of a dumb shot then. Okay. And Lynx Gasson.
You called?
Fox sees him. Okay.
Standing by.
Fair. And Grizzly does too. I'll just pop out some more covering fire at them. Yeah, like the point at which the enemies actually get up close enough for me to be a little bit worried about my own safety. I'll probably come back for a lot of that. Now, as you'll see, the militia in their second wave has sort of formed, the reinforcements here have sort of formed into their own battle line. We've ended up along kind of the left flank of our own forces and repositioned a little bit because of it. We've still got Lynx here, keeping it down with sniper rifle action.
Perfect.
And seeing quite a few guys out in the distance. Actually, wait, one of these was critical. I must have shot at her in a previous round. Okay. I've got Gaston still kind of looking out for them, but...
I'm not at ease with an empty weapon.
Okay. Let's see. Probably we just want to continue with the steel core rounds. But yeah, they've been doing a lot better. They, being the militia, have been doing a lot better on sort of their second win than they were doing at the start of this fight. And it's also sort of meant that my own units have ended up kind of shifting their cone of fire in this direction. There's a little bit of a segmented battle going on at the moment here.
Yes.
I've also gotten, like, Vince, he was carrying a shotgun as well. I've swapped him out for that because he's not hitting anything, and the shotgun with buckshot can do some weird things.
Standing by.
Does a lot more suppression than just a single round every turn that was almost never hitting, etc., etc.
Yes.
I think we're actually doing a pretty decent job winning the...
No more bullets in my gun.
Winning the superiority of fire game at the moment. I also want to get Bubba back just a little bit. But anyway, we've got a lot of automatic weapons fire sort of popping off. And I think that's doing a decent enough job of keeping everybody's heads down. Oh, she doesn't have enough to do that. She have enough to turn? She does. Okay. At least something. Maybe in the next round we can move her up a little bit. Bubba, you shot someone. That's amazing.
Yes, sir.
Vince, could you somehow repeat that miracle? Not a chance. Okay. Even with the buckshot. But yeah, at least I think that it's doing something to maybe suppress the guys that are behind them. I actually think they may have not moved in a couple of turns. It could very well be the fact that they have a lot of fully automatic weapons fire and shotgun buckshot flying over their head. Wouldn't exactly encourage me to get up and move either. Also, I've got static up here with it's stun. I don't really want stun. I do have some HE shots, though. I need to fire the stun grenade, though. I don't think I have enough inventory space for it otherwise. Yeah, that's probably why it's loaded, actually. Well, I'll tell you what. we're going to save static until the very end
Standing
of the
by.
turn. And we'll consider using a stun grenade then if it's needed.
Ready.
Those are some big misses. Okay. You. Thank you.
Perfect.
You. Thank you. Okay.
Oui.
Oh, Gaston. Oh, right. He reloaded last turn. A lot of crazy stuff going on over here. Mustard gas everywhere. Tell you what. I am going to move Gaston too. Just have everybody fighting and firing in this direction now. He's not going to have enough AP at the end of the turn to do anything. Alright, well that's fine. We'll go ahead and pop off the stun grenade right there. Not enough AP to get back down. That is really unfortunate. Okay, hopefully that doesn't come back to bite us. Alright, as you can see, static has just been shot in the last turn. I'm pretty sure that it came from a sniper shot from this guy. Oh, come on. Stop being a bullet sponge.
Standing by.
I would really like you to be dead, because I'm pretty sure
Yes.
that the thing you shot at me was scary. You're also going to see some added smoke of the mustard gas variety right in front of me. The frightening thing there is nobody threw it. It definitely got launched, most likely from a 203, distinctive thump sound, shot it at us, and that has been growing for a turn or two. This smoke starting to dissipate. Man, does mortar smoke last forever, though. We're basically just seeing all this stuff. Grizzly has run out of ammunition from the 203, or the 249 that he had. Sorry, the saw.
Ready.
And it has gone back to an assault rifle. Also, Link sees very little. There's a guy somewhere over here that honestly I'm a little concerned about. He's like maybe one sector out of our view. I can't see him. He's like tucked into these rocks somewhere.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's a little bit frightening. Okay, another 7 buckshot, and then Vince is mostly back to being useless. And he doesn't really have anybody in his immediate line of fire. Okay. Well then.
You called?
Fox, what do you got? Not able to see anybody. Okay. Well, that'll do it for this turn. Alright. As you can see from the lack of red on the minimap, a lot of death and destruction has been occurring here. I'm pretty sure the fight is winding down, considering like I've got snipers that can see most of this. And our militia have started making some serious inroads on their side. That last turn actually was them eliminating a lot of the riffraff over here. Now, there's clearly some enemies that I do not yet see. And I could be looking at another wave of reinforcements showing their heads any moment now. Oh, or not. Okay. It looks like a lot of them maybe started pulling back out. At least half a dozen or so. Okay. Well, it looks like we just need to clean up one guy. Probably.
Cavalier shall stay on alert for those that have vanished.
You called? Get ready. They're
Hey,
here.
it's the guy in the
I'll never
rocks.
connect with that.
I remember you. He like went over there and just hid
Standing by.
forever, apparently. Okay. That's actually kind of hilarious. I would say like 6-7 turns ago, I saw that guy vanish over those rocks. Spent one turn with
Standing
Lynx
by.
just staring at it, and he never spotted him. I'm like, all right, well maybe he somehow ran back out and stopped worrying about it.
They're just pushing up weeds now.
Oh my god. Yes, please. The only injury out of all of that was Static, who took... Was it this? No, that was the RPG that probably got fired at our Uh-oh. At our militia here, I've lost the ability to scroll on the map. That happens sometimes. Yep, and it's not coming back.
Yes.
Come on. You can do it, game. Nope, nope.
Standing by.
Ready.
Okay, well, that's a little unfortunate. Let's just do some inventory management and save, and then we will worry about that in a moment. I've been at this for like an hour and 20 minutes. No idea how long the video is actually going to end up. Let's see if I can advance. Yeah, this happens sometimes, and I'm never really sure why. But I've lost the ability to
Might be worth a look.
move in time. So I can currently not control anything, although the UI is still working. That seems like probably a pretty good time to end this episode. The next one, I guess, is going to be real short, which will be these guys finally making it into, I think it's H11, although it might be I11 before they actually encounter them. And hopefully there are no more fights in the Grum mine that I need to worry about. And maybe we can get some of our mobile militia back up and running. Look at that. I don't like that force at all. All right, guys. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about episodes like this. I had previously, I think I had shown like some Drassen defense stuff early on when I was getting counterattacked over there. And the general consensus at that time was that people weren't interested. And then mentioning it recently, the general consensus was, I'd love to see, defending sectors and things like that. But we'll see. Oh, I've realized a terrible thing. Some of the enemy, okay, so we pulled all of our militia into the sector. Some of the enemy retreated into Grum. So we're going to have to take that central sector again, as the city is not currently all ours. Oh, wow, that's just funny. Okay, so I don't know how I feel about this. I'm going to try to edit this stuff down to something that's like a little bit less strenuous to watch, and hopefully that works itself out. I hope you guys enjoy it. If you did, feel free to subscribe for more episodes on the channel every day. Leave a like or a comment if you have anything to say about this or any of my other videos, and I will catch you guys next time.